In the top left, in the red, from South Korea, player, boxer, model, it's ThundeR.
In the bottom right, in the blue, cat owner, non-webcam user, it's 120.
And I was wondering what kind of strategy we were going to be seeing here. Cryptlord has fallen out of favor with a lot of undeads, but on some maps can still be really good. Honestly, Tidehunters might be the best map for Cryptlord. I would also argue Northern Isles is really good, but not seeing it here, it seems like 120 is perhaps fully moved away from the Beetle.
Yeah, he's really good with DK as well, might as well. I'd argue that Cryptlord is good on every map, Remo.
I thought you would. I thought you would, but certainly better on some maps than others. I think we would agree there. Normally, whenever there's merc camps involved that are accessible, humans are going to have a better time dealing with them. And here, despite the map being quite large, we don't have a merc camp.
Yeah,
but we do have easy, fast expansions.
I think I got trapped. Wait, he's going for a farm out on the map.
A player's force.
I guess ThundeR really wanted to see what opener there was from 120. And now he's kind of adapting that. Like when you scout this early, like you're going to have a peasant out on the map, which, you know, it can easily get caught up to and killed. But now it gives him the info of whether there's going to be any movement towards the expo and if it gets taken, right? Because you see a DK. Usually it's for, you know, Ted Fins and all that, but there's always a small option that the opponents could go for the expansion. Really interesting. Oh, he mind gamed him. He's moving down. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna go for the turtle. Actually, that might have been even better. But yeah, ThundeR moved the other way.
This is taking a lot of militia time, and seems like it will be quite the late expansion then for ThundeR, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think if he can make sure he gets level 3 with it, that also helps with the defense later on. Yeah, this Nolovus here will certainly not be stolen. He gets a crystal ball. And now that the DK is on him, I don't think he can move down for the turtle and expand there. I think ThundeR should move back up and creep the expo at 12 o'clock. But he's going across the map. Where is he going? Oh, he's splitting the Archmage.
He's solo creeping with the militia and AM.
The
player's forces are under attack.
And Footy's going for the base harass. Wow, okay.
He just lured 120 away. He pretended that he was going to harass, made him move back there. And that means that it's going to be an easy creep on the expo and a level 3 here for ThundeR, who, honestly, he should already be looking to sell a crystal ball. And this is like a unique map in that the marketplace is very close to your expo. And very often you can just go there and buy a bunch of damage items. So selling the crystal ball and actually buying like claws of attack and a circlet would be amazing. And he drops a ring. No!
And he gets that level 3, which is going to be a nice help for him. But man, this expansion isn't exactly fast. It's going to be done by the time that the under tier 2 is already finished. Later than that, even.
Every time you slouch in your chair, his expansion is 5 seconds late.
Oh boy. That's going to be a lot then. Peasants trying to be protected in the back, but the skeletons do still reach. This expo is so late already. ThundeR really can't afford any more of a delay. One peasant goes down only so far, but there's a lot more coils available.
Yeah, the Skelly is putting in work here. It's going to be so many peasants dying, and ThundeR took a while to actually send in new peasants. He's sending 2 right now from the middle. If another peasant dies, and if that expo was already going to be delayed, now there's only going to be 2 peasants building it for a little bit. I guess, yeah, the other ones are now arriving from the main base. It's not the longest rush distance, at least on this map, to send that.
Well, you know, Todd, you and I, we are very, very positive people, so we're looking at the silver lining here, which is lumber is looking good for ThundeR. 400 lumber already. He can follow up with a tech pretty soon.
We didn't buy circlets and didn't sell the crystal ball either. So he might keep that to be able to have revelation down the line if undead, which you can expect will be getting burrowed all the time for the fiends.
Very nice base build for 120, by the way. He has space in the back for the slaughterhouse, which is ideal. The way you want it.
player's forces
DK,
are under
quite a bit of
attack.
experience here, creeping the next camp, hoping for some more claws or circlets, and almost got that level 3 here real fast.
Yeah, 120, he's known for his amazing micro, and he does a build very often that not many other undeads would ever go for. He plays very different than Happy in that he does Fiend's Destroyer. And he's just like, all right, make it or break it. I'm just gonna micro like a god and somehow make it work. And it feels like almost nobody else, maybe not even Happy, will be able to pull it off as well as he does because he does it so many times and he's so experienced with it. So he'll keep on making Fiends if he goes for that. He'll get web and then he'll keep on attacking and trading against flying machines, eventually killing them all. And so that the destroyers can keep on kind of owning the water elementals and also doing a lot of damage to knights. If we even get there, because you never know with 120. He might just decide to put an end to this game way earlier than that.
Archmage almost got level 4, man. He's really close. 120 is expecting this run by with a footman. He hasn't seen the AM for a long time, so this is pretty likely to happen. There's no tech yet going on, so Acolyte kills won't be as painful. And the Spirit Tower is going to help if there is no defend. Do we have defend though? Yes, there is. So this is going to be fairly dangerous with footies, but also across the map. The DK finding damage against the peasant, and he's level 3 already. With the coils, you can take these out real quick.
He's even gonna staff to the back of the gold mine here. Lich is back home trying to target the Archmage, maybe it looks like. Should definitely be novaing some of these footmen, and now the town portal is forced. Why is that tower still up? That repair rate really helping out quite a bit here.
Might be able to get one.
Oh, the fiends! Oh my god.
Oh, trying with the surround, really close, and he got it. Oh, yep, got it.
Dude, if this was real life, that Finn would have just taken a dive in that little ditch down there in the water. Go for a little bit of snorkeling.
Vacation on a coral reef. Todd, is that where you're gonna go? Is that the destination?
I wish, man. But if I see any undeads, I'm out of there.
Maybe you can hide underwater. Maybe they don't follow you.
Hog.
Although in World of Warcraft, undeads have the racial benefit of having more breath underwater than every other race, if I remember
What?
right.
Really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Clearly doesn't
like,
go
you know,
for me.
Every time there is like a zombie movie as well, it's always like, if you go in water, can actually follow you in there? Or would they just like, because they're a little bit, not that smart. So you'd expect they just fall off to the bottom and then be stuck there forever.
Wait, but most zombies can't swim. Are there any zombies that can swim? Like, even the Game of Thrones zombies, they don't swim. And I'm not that much of a zombie film guy, to be honest, but
Well,
I can't remember any.
Yeah, I guess the zombie parrots in Pirates of the Caribbean, they walk at the bottom of the water.
Ah,
Right?
yeah, true. But they're not like the same kind of mindless zombies that can't think. They're just like cursed.
Yeah, true.
Wait, did they have zombies also in the later movies or only in the first one?
You think I watched all of these terrible movies? Like I stopped at one, bro. All right.
That was the right choice. The first one was good. The rest, not so much.
120 moves back in there, and this is what he wants to be doing here, trading as much as possible. ThundeR probably feels like he has to fight because he wants to cover the building of this blacksmith. The problem is that the Arcane Tower is at the back for some reason. Usually it would be more at the front, so it's not even shooting here and draining mana from the undead heroes.
Statue's healing over time here, doing a great job. The statue's not getting pressured. Other humans like Chimika would always put water elementals on the statues, maybe also the AM.
Yeah, that
So
should have
these
been
statues
done
are
here.
just left to their own devices. That tower could, by the way, get cancelled, but not getting targeted. Tower will finish, but a lot of footmen had to give their lives here for this.
I can't believe that ThundeR didn't sell this crystal ball, to be honest. It would have been a lot of gold. He's scanning the main base here to see the timing on the tier 3. He sees that it's not done yet, so he knows that he's got a bit of time. But yeah, I think he should have bought a circlet. Then he could have started working on the statues. He would have put them already like very low hit points. But we do see the second barracks and a sanctum. Where are the workshops here?
Yeah, double racks, double workshop has been pretty popular lately, but here with the Sanctum, we're going to have some breakers coming in as well soon, which has the benefit that it doesn't suffer so much from frost armor, of course. Blacksmith does finish. If this one gets cancelled over and over, it can be really annoying if your workshop is late, and hey, actually gets a fiend kill, the second one of the game. The coil there a bit too late by the undead.
I mean, usually you either go 2 barracks or barracks sanctum, but you never do 2 barracks plus 1 sanctum. So it's just really weird here that ThundeR's doing this. It's going to be very hard to support everything, lumber-wise in particular. And I don't think he has even made the first lumber upgrade, which is a gigantic mistake here. Wait, he goes for a sorceress. What? Why?
Wants to have some early slow to perhaps be able to find some kills, but it's pretty clear that Destroyer form is going to be ready soon, and if you get to 80 supply and you have mass gyros to cover the Sorks, they can be good, but that's not going to be the case here for a long time. So yeah, the Sorceress definitely a bit curious. As ThundeR's looking for the next Fiend kill, but the coil is on time this time around. And the DK about to get level 4. It's going to be a huge level up as well. Oh, but the end's there on the statue. Oh, that's a big kill. If he gets it... Oh my god, that was so close.
Look at that ghoul, by the way, on the right side, headed for the army, carrying the Orb of Corruption. I hope 120's got a tracking number, so we can expect this on time, as it's almost there. He's going to transfer that over to the Lich, which is going to start hurting a whole lot more than it had up to this point. Here we go.
Guess what? With the slow, he does get 1 kill right here. 2 destroyers morphed right away, wasting no time. And now this Waterman is going to be dealt with. So now, gyros are needed. Are they coming? Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 1 workshop, which is really the problem here. Like, you're supposed to have 2 here every time. Yes, flying machines produce quickly, but you need a lot of them in order to deal with destroyers. And I think that 120 is doing what I was talking about. Already having double destroyers, getting 1 more statue, is repairing the other one back at home.
Must be getting webs soon as well. 120 has plenty of lumber. ThundeR, not so much lumber, but he does have 2 knights. And they do spawn instantly nowadays with Sundering Blades. 120 always delaying the coil as much as possible. You can see this by him. He's always trying to make the opponent overcommit and then save last second with a coil. That oftentimes works out well, but sometimes it backfires. We'll have to keep an eye on that.
Honestly, ThundeR can win here. 58 supply. His production's pretty good. 120 took so much damage on the DK in this right-hand side fight. It feels like he should have maybe pulled back a little better. And the way he deals with this now is that he's creeping because all of his units are replenishing hit points thanks to Unholy Aura and the statue. But ThundeR is not giving him any time.
Slows are kicking in. They are kind of helping out. Can of course be dispelled as well. Those Sorks I think should be getting targeted more by 120. But 1 Fiend died. A second one might be following. Frost armor being applied. Fiends all quite hurt already. ThundeR not having an orb is a bit problematic, but he's still finding some kills.
Yeah, he definitely should have orb here. The creeps killed 2 flying machines. What a bunch of human haters. What is going on here with this? Look at this. They come back out. Priests, you want some too?
Sorceresses do survive this, barely, but the Priest, this time around, not quite. Mana now low on the human side. Without Stormbolt, it's almost impossible to find these kills, and a late game Naga third for 120. That is extremely rare to see. Oh my god, dude, he almost got the Nova out. That might have been the kill right there.
The Archmage is stuck.
Staff him, maybe?
Oh, he staffed to go there, to escape, which, by the way, was a great escape. I think if he doesn't staff here, he might lose the Archmage because he's so immobile in comparison. No boots against Unholy Aura level 2. So it was a 6 save. Now forced to break a farm, which is actually going to supply block him here at 65. But ThundeR army-wise looking very strong. This is the part where a lot of undeads would drop down, you know, double temple, at least 1. And then just creep a lot, maybe expand eventually. But 120 still wants to try to make some sort of push work, so he moves back out. And ThundeR kind of gets caught out of position there, completely surprised by this attack.
And those Sorks, they're great if they're in the back and protected and not dying, but here if they get caught, they die super quick. 60 supply for the human. Stormbolt on the DK, try to have him in range of the Arcane. That quite didn't work out as he wanted. And this Cold Arrow against the Knights actually pretty good, but if the Knights get on top of the Naga, she can have severe problems as well.
It's so smart to get it right on top of the tower here because it forces ThundeR to re-engage before he's fully ready. But I guess Paladin finally healed back to full here thanks to Staff of Sanctuary. And 120 almost equaling the supply here of ThundeR. And okay, taking out this Arcane Tower, that's the most important thing here because 1 Guard Tower won't do much here, but the Arcane Tower are usually able to drain mana. Lich working with a lot of mana. Those 2 statues in the back doing work here.
One destroyer might be going down. So much damage, by the way, missed out on by Thunder because he still doesn't have an orb. That orb of fire expensive, yes, but also so effective against the coils. Gyro's going down, but also a couple of fiends falling. Oh, there you could see it. Last second coil this time didn't work out. That fiend goes down, and so does the next one. Sorcerer Slow starting to kick in a bit once again. 1-0 suffering some losses, but so is Thunder.
DK is almost 5. That's a big level here, especially when you look at his Mountain King and Paladin being level 1. That's very, very worrying here for Thunder. And 1-0 is finding damage non-stop. He's relentless. Like, this is just one of those games where he's always been hitting something the whole time. There was no running around, no wasting time. He's either fighting creeps or he's fighting the human. Or sieging something.
Damage uptime here is really important, and of course that's where the ranged undead army has the advantage. They can shoot from range, whereas the knights have to get in position first. But once they reach, like we see here, the damage is high. DK getting surrounded, but he has the big invul potion. This might be a bit of a blessing in disguise.
Oh,
Thunder's committing hard to this DK.
He bought the third staff, but didn't staff the knight on time. Didn't buy potion either, and now the paladin goes down. Death Knight with the invuln to stay alive. That one statue is still putting in work here with the heals. And with 3 destroyers up and barely enough flying machines, it looks like this is going to be a win here for 1-0 in a few moments.
And now the slows really don't do much anymore. They're just getting dispelled over and over. And it's never been enough gyros. You mentioned it. Only having one workshop can be really problematic if at some point you lose that critical mass and you just can't remake them quickly enough. Thunder with his own cute variation in the late game here with Sanctum instead of workshop, but I'm not sure it's looking actually like the better option.
Yeah, 3 destroyers here. It feels like it's so hard to actually counter these. You would need an insane amount of flying machines because a lot of them get webs, they go down. 1-0 always prioritizing, you know, we call it micro, but I feel like a lot of the fighting here is really just a lot of prioritization. Knowing what to target, when to target it, how to make it happen. And he's just a master at that.
Beautiful Nova. Very satisfying for all the undead players out there. Quad kill on the peasants. This is basically the last chance. Thunder has to push back this army now finally and reinstate control over the expo, but down by 15 supply is not what you want. When you're the expanding player, you have to be up in supply. And for a while there it looked good for the human, but now 1-0 looking to close out the game.
Mountain King gonna get melted. He can staff, but he doesn't on time either this time. The staff on the Pala was up. I think this is gonna be it here.
And this Naga pick, man, is working out pretty well. If she doesn't get threatened, if you have a bit of a momentum lead, this additional cold arrow slow and just right click damage, really nice if she is not in trouble, which she never was a single time this game. Gyro's always getting dealt with. Wonderful kiting by 1-0, of course, over and over and over. Water Elementals getting dispelled. They're a non-factor in Thunder, down to only 33 supply.
He put up a pretty good fight. 1-0 able to push exactly when he needed to. Traded well the whole game with those fights. And honestly, if we look at the minimap, there's so many camps left, but they've just been fighting the whole game. Like, and Undead now as heroes 5, 4, and 3. Just through creeping the human army.
The Lich close to level 5 as well, which is also super scary. Yeah, it was important for 1-0 to keep up the aggression. If the human has some time to breathe on tier 3 in the late game and they get to creep MK and Pally both to 3, that's huge level ups. That, however, were not allowed by the Chinese undead. GG is called, and 1-0 does take that game after all quite convincingly.
Yeah, that looked pretty good. Looked rather, not really flawless, but always in control. There was not too many moments where I thought, okay, Thunder might be taking this now or is taking over. It looked all pretty good. And yeah, Thunder, interesting, the Sork thingy was a nice timing for it. I think also forced a lot of destroyers. If then you have a lot of gyros to deal with a lot of destroyers, might be his game.
Yeah. Speaking of gyros though, I think that was the biggest problem this game, just not having enough production because of single workshop, not having the necessary numbers. I think if you had just massed Knight Gyro purely, it might have been better. But oh well, that was his conviction that he wanted to play it like this, and he did make it pretty close. 1-0. you know, making a few mistakes here and there, losing a few too many fiends early on. If he's playing against ThundeR in a better shape or against a potentially stronger human, he might be in real trouble there.
Yeah, this is not like 100% super scary, as if you would see like a Happy in the winner bracket semifinal when he just completely stomps anybody and they have no chance. Was a decent showing by ThundeR for sure. And this group has Sock and Remind. Sock not really in the greatest shape of his life, and Remind just coming back to Pro WarCraft. Maybe there's something.
This is my favorite group, by the way. Like, Remind, absolute legend of the game. It's so crazy that Remind was inactive for a while. He was living in Australia, so he had like really hyping everywhere, both on Netties and W3 Champions. So he took a bit of a break. And now he goes back to Korea, starts playing, and immediately he's crushing. He beats Mikael in the qualifier to make it for this. Like, this guy just keeps on amazing me, like 2 decades after I've already known about him.
Unbelievable, right? How little time he needs to step it up. He never really completely lost touch to the scene, but yeah, wasn't active for too long. We're going to see him tomorrow in his opening match. If he wins that as well, then I'm really impressed. Yeah, never count him out. Same goes for ThundeR, especially when maybe some cheeky strats might be happening. Big fan of the Blood Mage, big fan of Flame Strike, big fan of Zeppelin drops. So is he of the opinion, as Cini showed us before, that you need to throw a curveball, play a little cheesy to get the upper hand here? Or will he just try again and play it straight up? Looking forward to this. And we move over to map number 2. It's match points for 1-0, of course, on Last Refuge.
Indeed, our second battleground, LR, or as the cool kids call it, Last Refugee. How do you like this map, Todd?
Honestly, for a long time, it was one of my favorite maps that I kind of liked in most matchups. But these days, I feel like the map makers have been doing a good job with some of the new maps. So I also kind of like those some of the newer maps, you know, like Autumn Leaves, Tidehunters. Those feel like there is no perfect map. You know, every map has definitely some major flaw with WarCraft 3, though, which would be nice if in the future that could change. Like, you know, Last Refuge, in my opinion, a great map, but yeah, too easy to pull those camps with like illusions and stuff. Maybe illusion does not belong necessarily on this map.
Yeah, certainly agree. Mercamp tucked further in the corner would be nice, but dude, look at that! I almost choked on my own breath right here. It's a Blood Mage. What a call by Neo. He mentioned it before. ThundeR is kind of known for this oftentimes. Goes for one of the coolest heroes in the game, the Blood Mage, but not exactly the most reliable, especially early on. But very interesting. We'll see how this works out.
Yeah, it's going to be a long shot for him to make this work, especially against 1-2-0, who, by the way, 1-2-0, fourth most successful player this year that we have in the scene, with $35,000 already in earnings. On the other side, ThundeR is at slightly less than 2,000, so they've definitely had very different degrees of success so far this year. But that doesn't mean that ThundeR, you know, it's undoable for him. Just Spanish first.
Alright, this early game is super interesting. 1-0 tried to go for critters, but he had bad critter RNG, so he couldn't go for corpses. Then there was the Acolyte corpse. He denied his own Acolyte, but he didn't go for it after all. He didn't have a scout of what was going on, so he found out late about the Blood Mage. Last hit and item go to the Blood Mage. He's level 2 now, and he's going to have Siphon to work with. DK quickly running out of mana, getting 2 peasant kills. But that's it. No more mana for this Death Knight.
Yeah, quickly running out of mana. That's quite the understatement. That guy just lost his entire mana bar pretty much instantly. And now there's Banish to save whatever gets targeted. Super well done by ThundeR. I'm guessing that the idea with this is to expand and be able to defend everything really well. Like in the previous game, remember, he kept on losing peasants while he was trying to expand. This time he's like, all right, you want to send skellies? Go ahead, I'll banish whatever peasants you're targeting.
A player's forces are under attack.
And if Fiends come in, Banish plus Militia to try to surround can be quite threatening, as Banish also slows, and Blood Mage has a lot of mana to do so. I've seen 1-0 before, just play Mass Ghouls against the Blood Mage. Oh, and there it is. Mass Ghouls against the Blood Mage, just keep on flooding the Expo, the main, just non-stop aggression, because of course the Blood Mage He's kind of fast, but he's not super fast, and he doesn't have summons to be effective in multiple places at the same time. So this mass ghoul play can work out pretty well. I've even seen 1-0 before play very unconventional with a second hero on tier 2. Todd, do you know what he played there on tier 2 before?
Players' forces
I do
are
not
under
know.
attack.
Beastmaster! Beastmaster with the bear before the Bash Bear patch came in. So I wonder if that's going to be a bit of a blast from the past there.
It could be. But right now, this harassment doesn't necessarily feel like he can achieve much more. What is he supposed to target? I guess peasants still. The fact that there's banish though makes everything really awkward. Ghouls are coming in. Bit of a miss rally here on one of the footies, kind of sitting at the Merc camp on its own.
And here they come. Ghouls running in, looking especially for peasant kills. The DK's experience is abysmal, honestly. Still hardly anything, and the DK's going to be forced out of the fight. Shadow Priest now joining the party. Berserker getting threatened, but should be surviving. This Blood Mage still has plenty of mana for more banishes.
Yeah, peasants are dying, and the problem is that ThundeR was fighting the creeps and the undead at the same time here, so he ended up losing some more units. Gets one ghoul. The DK. Oh my god. Woo! Would have had to hit 2 more times, I think, for him to be able to take that out. And tier 3 is already started now for 1-0. What do you want? Like, you just want to play standard here, I guess, right? Eventually go into Fiends, get Lich with Orb, Destroyer, and then push.
Yeah, manages lumber here pretty well, despite bringing the ghouls. So had enough lumber to tech behind it. How amazing would I have looked if he had gone for a Beastmaster again, but not this time. And experience is a huge problem. This DK is still so underleveled.
Yeah, I think he's just anticipating that like he could have started leveling now. But he knows that the Blood Mage is likely to move away and start creeping now, so he's trying to sneak in with not just Kellys, but also the DK for more skeletons to try and kill some of these peasants, because he just wants to slow ThundeR down while he's stacking hard himself with that tier 3 already almost midway through done.
He's got a 1-1-1 build on the Blood Mage. Now we have Flame Strike as well.
Yeah, actually, like, on level 3, I was like, what is he gonna take? Because Banish level 2 feels useless, and Siphon level 2, I mean, the DK was already out of mana. Usually you'd still go Siphon level 2, because DK at some point is supposed to pull back, you know, and replenish mana, and then you can just steal it way quicker with level 2 Siphon. And also there is the Lich to take in consideration.
We're gonna have some fiery death coming in here soon, potentially. With that Flame Strike, it's a lot of DPS if the units don't move out of it. Can also creep quite quickly. This would be a great steal here for ThundeR to go for, and look at the experience. He's about to be level 4 right here.
That's crazy. There's a Nova. Ooh, he was gonna Nova actually, but a little too late. And the experience goes to ThundeR. ThundeR, I don't think he will want to give up this camp here. Actually, as I say that, he, of course, he goes away and invests into the green camp here instead. I wonder if it's Flame Strike level 2 here on level 4.
I think so. I think otherwise it's just not that much DPS. He's in a good position right now already to go for the Haunted, perhaps. In fact, 1-0 upgrading towers. He's expecting an attack into the back of his base as the Blood Mage gets level 4. Dude, is he playing Blood Mage solo? Just trying to get to Phoenix? Would be quite funny. Big orange bird!
Forces are under attack.
Oh my god, he gets an invisible. I think he's gonna get a Zep, by the way. ThundeR is most known for going for Zeppelins pretty much all the time. So if you can get Flame Strike, even just level 2, going for that gold mine and using Flame Strike on it continuously, if you can take it out, you might just win the game. 1-2-0 knew about this. He already upgraded a tower at the back of his main base, and I think he's about to get a dust, having seen this. Oh, actually, he doesn't.
I think he saw the Blood Mage going to the shop, right? I believe. Yeah. Alright, Zeppelin en route. Don't get ensnared by the creeps. Alright, all good. And finally the tech starts. ThundeR with a late tech. Zeppelin, mass towers. Let's go, boys. He's gonna go for tanks as well if he has the time. I betcha.
This hacker needs to be punished.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, I like the early gargoyle, trying to deal with the Zep.
Yeah, he actually finds it. Very well done here by 120. Flame Strike about to be used. You have to be very quick with the reaction here, otherwise the Acolytes will die. He's not moving then! Oh my god, 120, you had
my
one
god.
job. He loses 4 Acolytes. Even if you move them last second, they replenish very quick on Blight here. But losing 4
You see the
Acolytes
damage,
is
dude.
a
You see the damage on
disaster.
Flame Strike, man. Oof. It's so good. It's so good.
You don't need to tell me. Every time I play Blood Mage, I go Flame Strike. Wait, the field is
And-
stuck?
Forces
No.
are under attack.
Wait, where is it?
Near the crypt.
Oh! Oh my god. Oh, and the
Kills the
gargoyle
guard.
dies.
Oh my god.
But so might the Zep.
Yeah.
Can go for a new one though. Hell yeah. Why not?
Oh my god, the Destroyer? No.
I don't think he has the Oh, no wait.
Yeah,
he's
he has
got the mercs.
piercing damage. I think he
He's
might
got the
get it.
mercs.
It's
Oh my
moving
god.
shot.
That's so much XP. Look at that.
Oh my god. He's getting so close to level 5. He's gonna win with Blood Mage first. Are you joking me?
Let's go, boys. Get ready on ladder to see a lot more Blood Mage if he wins this.
Players' forces are under attack.
Look at that Flame Strike creeping. Oh my god. These creeps stood no chance.
Oh, the Shredder actually getting chased. It's a big pickup here because
Yeah, that's very
obviously
painful.
like Shredder, like you count on that to provide you with a lot of lumber, but 120 gonna punish this movement here. And I think he knew that ThundeR had to keep the Zeppelin down there to redrop, but now he's out of position against the next Zeppelin drop, so he might just counterpole immediately when that happens.
Yeah, it's probably gonna have to. But that Shredder, that's a shame, man. That would have been easy tier 3, easy workshops for ThundeR. Look at him now. 100 lumber. With so many towers, you need a lot of lumber.
Yeah.
That was a bit sad, a bit sloppy.
Look at
Here's
me
the
now.
Flame Strike again.
Look at me now. I'm getting paper. 2 bases, getting all that gold right now. He can just stay here and Flame Strike again. Use the Invuln for one more Flame Strike, actually. You can use the Invuln, maybe drain a bit of mana from the Lich. That would be another Flame Strike, which would be level 3 with level 5
right,
Blood
boys.
Mage.
Let's go, boys! Oh my god, look at that damage! Are you looking, Todd? Are you looking? Oh,
I'm looking. I took my eyes off the supply for once. He needs to TP.
glorious.
Oh my god, there's the DK. He might have to pick up immediately into the Zep. Zep!
Nice.
Oh!
Dodges the coil. He's even got a Cloak of Shadows, which isn't too bad here.
Yeah. And he can just pick up again and go for next round. Even like use a mana pot here, why not? And that gold mine, it's so expensive to keep repairing for 120, but he still did, obviously. Like he's worried about losing his buildings at home.
Alright. This is a very fun game. Very
He
unusual.
only picked up the Blood Mage, by the way, you see? It's a one-man mission. You don't send a whole army there, you only
Players'
send
forces are under attack.
the
He's
angry
making a
Korean
sanctum in the
man's
main. I bet this is for Sorcerer's Invis, so the Blood Mage can keep running in with Invis over and over. Pally getting nuked has to go for Divine Shield first, which is a little awkward, but saves his
Yeah.
life.
Yeah, there's some green camps at least left over, like near his base, so we could maybe do those to make sure he gets level 2 there eventually.
Alright, Blood Mage. Let's go, boys.
Say hello to my little friends.
Oh, the damage! That's the Nerub Tower almost gone right away. Oh, the Lich getting siphoned, he can't use the Nova! But still
Yeah,
doing
he-
good damage.
He could have Novad immediately, that was a big mistake not to. Blood Mage could have dodged some shots here with a... Oh my god, the next Flame Strike would kill
Town is under siege.
the gold mine, but he don't have the mana. 120, wait, why is he not buying dust? You don't have any gold? Why is he getting Disease Cloud? Oh, he wants to shoot with the mid wagon into the peasant line.
Flame Strike, Flame Strike, Flame Strike.
my God,
Look at the,
oh my
look at
God,
the Acolytes!
oh my God.
Look at the Acolytes! Mass murder! Okay, he only gets 1, 2, 3. Has the staff out now, though. Oh my god, the Ziggurat went down. To the burn damage.
Wait, the Blood Mage is stuck on the wrong side here.
Does he have a new
He
Zap?
can get in range, right? If he goes on the right side of the tower, I think he
Yeah, I
can
think so.
buy.
We don't have tanks yet, boys.
I think 120 is doing the right thing, by the way, pushing like this, because he knows that it's a lot of towers and that the units were going to be very late here for ThundeR. So he even kills the workshop. There's still one more in the main base, but army-wise, I mean, 120 would love to finally take a straight-up fight. He should flame strike the statues, probably.
This Blood Mage is feeling so useless right now.
Oh, the breaker, the breaker. Stuffed.
Meant to say Paladin there, of course. Blood Mage, he's got all the power in the world. Repositioning with the next Zeppelin.
Oh my god, he's flying right past him. Oh, Fiend went on an intercept course here. He used the flame strike, but that is very well dodged.
Very quick reactions there. 120 saw it coming. And he knows he wants to pick up with the Zeppelin, so the Fiend is ready. Wakes up the creeps
Oh,
to threaten the Fiend, but oh, that backfired.
Yeah, the lack of Arcane Tower in the Expo tower line is like really bad. Could have drained so much mana off of these undead heroes here if he had that. Let's see the next flame strike. You should try and aim for the statues and the wagon, I think. Because then even if you move out of the way, you're going to take a lot of damage before that finally happens.
It seems like 120 has finally stabilized. He's still not fully mining in the main, but will be soon. This Blood Mage needs level 6 ASAP. Flame strike again, but okay, this one at least to the wagon did a lot of damage.
Come on, orange bird one time.
He needs a lot of kills first, though. He's gonna get one on the wagon. Oh my god, 4 HP! One right click, boom, got it. DK separate from the rest of the army. Now Flame Strike could hurt really quite a bit, but ThundeR gonna fall back. Wants to get back to the shop, get some more healing clarities and all that.
Yeah, there is starting to be a lot of flying machines here. And destroyers give a lot of experience. I don't want to give you guys false hopes, but Phoenix could make an appearance in this game.
We all want to see it. One of the coolest ults in the game.
It's forgetting a lot of flying machines here. ThundeR! Oh my god, he's not seeing it. He has 3 flying machines right above this location.
Vanish on the DK, trying to slow him down. Go for a bit more Siphon, but the Fiend, the Destroyer spell is there now. And since there's no Stormbolt, it's really hard to chase down these Fiends.
I fear that he might not realize he has 3 flying machines up there this whole time. Because now it's starting to get to the point where he really has a lot of them. And he could actually start fighting, because there is only 4 Fiends. Okay, so he grabs them, looking for that fight right now. They get webbed, but that means that, oh my god, if 120 turns around and attacks the flying machines, then the creeps are attacking him in the back. He's forced to temporal. Pull back the Blood Mage, and that's spell at level 2 here.
Very good TP out. He actually saved everything right there. 120 didn't lose a single unit, took out some gyros. And the Paladin is finally going to get his level 2 here, hopefully.
No, because the Blood Mage didn't move back. Okay, finally he does, but it's very late. Yeah, that should be it anyway. Maybe ThundeR should just threaten the counter-attack here, because he has Flame Strike and he has like a lot of them. Actually, not yet, but I guess he could siphon something. It's like any one of the cans, but no, he's sending the Blood Mage again on a one-man mission.
Certainly take out that Ziggurat here. He's got a lot of mana regen here with his 33 intelligence. But the Knights are suffering at the same time. And the Naga here makes so much sense. Because without a Blood Mage, without a Stormbolt, without a MK, how is this Naga ever going to get threatened?
Look at this.
Oh, that hurts.
The creeps in the series have been absolute terrors. Like with the Ensnare earlier on the Destroyer. Oh my god, Zig on the other side actually went down. Blood Mage with some more kills. ThundeR is so short on lumber because he kept on losing peasants, which he never replaced.
Yeah. Dude, that Shredder being lost earlier, that's hurting him so much. Focus fire on the Blood Mage. Coil Nova. Oh, we can't save him! There was a TP, but he didn't use it. Maybe it was on the wrong slot in the inventory. The cool Blood Mage first strategy, perhaps in the end, won't quite work out so well. Paladin getting threatened now. Divine Shield gonna save him for a bit, but it seems like ThundeR's getting 0 kills right here.
He's gonna instant revive, but there's a mana stone on the DK. So I feel that his Blood Mage is gonna get targeted again shortly after. There's no temple on the DK. Can he take it out without Stormbolt? Probably not, as another Townfaller is forced here. He double-clicked, so he's going to the main base where he's going to be stuck inside of there.
Oh.
A player's forces are
That's a
under
lot of
attack.
time with the Blood Mage missing here at the Expo. 4 towers can be broken as the Naga even gets to level 2 here already. DK getting closer to 5. Fog Lightning, Nova. More and more peasants going down. And we only have 1 masonry upgrade.
And he has no way to heal. There is no shop in the main base, and the Pala is stuck. This Pala is in quarantine, man. Look at him. Can't even go and heal the Blood Mage.
He's waiting for the appointment for his second shot, but it's only gonna be in 2 weeks. It's gonna be too late, Todd.
Unless you live in Germany, and then you have to wait 5 weeks, actually. Happened to me.
Well, I got mine coming in like 3 weeks or something. Alright, last ditch effort, last defense. But the Blood Mage is half dead already. The Knights are falling. 1-0 sniping 1 unit after the next. That nuke
Wait.
kicking in hard.
He grabbed another staff. He has 3 staff for 2 heroes.
Player's forces
ThundeR's falling apart here. This math does not add up. I mean, I know we're not supposed to do math on stream, but that definitely doesn't add up.
The town is under siege.
You know, hoping of better days when he's gonna have a 3rd hero. Did he kill his own altar in the main?
Yeah,
he did, right?
He had to get out.
Flamestrike doing decent damage, but of course the statue heal over time also nicely works against that Flamestrike. Coil, Nova, dead again, and I think that's it. Yep. GG called 2-0 for 1-2-0.